Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. In today's matchup, we should have a fun one on our hands. It's the Jaguars coming in at 7-2, going up against the Black Knights, who come in at 2-7.
All right, Larry, thanks. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State and Everbank Field here in Jacksonville. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the London Black Knights and the Jacksonville Jaguars. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. This will be fielded at the 8. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
Double tight, guys, double tight. Here we go now.
On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And nothing doing on his first run. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down.
What's tight? Tight is right. What's tight? Tight is right. Here we go. Blue 45. Blue 45.
Working from the gun, it's Bortles. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
That's what I'm talking about, baby. Woo, defense, let's go. Let's go.
Bortles now on first down. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. Shedding the tackler, and it gives him some room. And that, not a sight you want to see. Leonard Fournette, very slow to get up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Now the offense lining up first and 10.
Strong right. Strong right. Strong right.
From the gun, it's Bortles. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20 at the 15. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. That's a matchup maybe they go back to their outer third of the field as this game continues.
Yeah, I think back to my high school coach, John Ford. He used to say when we got big plays early in a game or good plays, he'd always say, foul it away, lad, foul it away, because he'd want to come back to it later in a key situation. They may come back to this one a little more often than that.
Didn't he say laddie or did he say lad?
Yeah, it just depended on what he was feeling at the moment.
Okay, I thought that was the guy you told me about that used to say laddie a lot.
Laddie, when you heard laddie, he was usually in a pretty good mood. Lad,
Offense needs something here on second down. It is second and long.
To the right, boys.
Again, it's Jones. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Drops it to Jones in the flat. And he is knocked down from the side. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Here we go. Green, 39.
Green,
Green, 39.
the tight end, in motion. They'll run it with Jones. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jags have taken the early lead. And it's up and good. Here's Myers now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First down, Mariota. Steps away to his left. And he's going to be out of bounds at the 39. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. A 2nd down throw here for Mariota. Buying time to his left. Smith catches left side. 31.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
And now a first down following that long gain.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right.
Play clock winding down. They just get the play off. Now Mariota. Flush to his right. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
Now, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. He went backwards 5 yards there on 3rd down to bring up 4th. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And they're going to go for it here on the 4th down try. Mariota's going to stay out there. Off the play fake, Mariota. Forced out to his left. It comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. The Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number two goal is win your division. Number three goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield.
Yeah, and that was a safety that came through and made the play, but there's no doubt in my mind he hits like a linebacker, and we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. Throwing his Bortles on 3rd down. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a 1st down.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. So still in search of the 1st down after that last completion. The wide receiver moving to a new spot. From the gun on 3rd down, Bortles. And Robinson with a big catch. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 1st down, Jacksonville. The passing game looking sharp on this drive for the Jags. On 1st and 10, here's Bortles. He sets up the screen to Jones. 23 yards on the play.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield, a really nice pickup.
On the counter, here's Jones. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Partner, when it's a goal-to-go situation, if you're on the field on defense, you have to know that you may be called on to make a tackle at any time. Here, the cornerback does exactly that. Plays the run really well and makes a big play.
And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll make it 3rd and goal. Shotgun now for Bortles. And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's 4th down.
Not only did they drop what looked like an interception in the end zone, they blew a golden opportunity to shift the momentum.
And Myers able to knock it through, and the lead moves to 10-zip. And Charles, they get the field goal. Took him a dozen plays, though.
Work with me on this one. You know what I'm about to say, right? Bend but don't break. That's what came into play here for the defense. 12 plays were run at them. They only gave up 3 points. In a lot of ways, that's a win for the defense.
Myers now converted on the field goal try. Now he's on to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And of course, loves to see points
left. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off here by Aaron Colvin. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
that. Toe bashed it.
Super toe.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right.
On 2nd down, here's Bortles. On the right side, caught by Green. Touchdown, Jaguars. Ladarius Green, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. And when a Hail Mary is completed for a touchdown pass like that, I think any defensive coordinator just puts their face right into their hands.
I don't think there's any doubt about it, and I don't have stats in front of me. I don't have the empirical numbers that say that in recent years the Hail Mary pass has been completed more than it has been, but it feels that way, doesn't it? And I know the defenses are spending more time on it. I think the biggest mistake they make is that they play everything from behind the receiver. I think they've got to start getting people in front as well to try and knock the ball away.
This will be fielded at the 6. And some room to maneuver. And now back out comes the offense. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
Tight end right. Tight end right. 3. 4 down. Check. 1. Jim. 3. Check 52.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Dancing to his left. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Watch tight end. Tight right.
Throwing again. Mariota on 2nd and 10. He finds Corey Davis. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. He's got his man on the crossing route. 19 on the last play, 19 more here, and another first down. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it now.
And it's caught. Touchdown. And that touchdown drive happened very, very quickly. You knew that they had the quick strike ability. They showed it.
And for a defense that understands that, it still drives them crazy when it actually happens to them. Fast and furious, there came the points.
And his kick is good. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. They'll go again to Jones. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
They don't want it, fellas. They don't want it. Keep playing hard, fellas. All day.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back with more from Jacksonville. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this.
Roger. 3 down. Zing. 3 down.
In motion left, Robinson. To throw is Bortles. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Brad Nortman on to punt it away. He will not go down.
You have to retape those ankles.
It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Double tight. One. You got to stand up over there. Quick edge. Go. One. Check it out, Reed. 3.
Mariota now to throw on 1st down. That's complete to Taywan Taylor. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. 1st down now, but that clock rolling.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
And now the Jags going to signal for another timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Mariota on 1st down. Being chased out left. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Watch tight end.
And the wideout in motion. Now a second down throw for Mariota. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. Now it brings up third down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. On third down, Mariota. Now he'll escape to his left. And the third down pass falls incomplete.
My high school coach, John Ford, used to say all the time, if you're in a bad situation, laddie, don't compound it with a bad decision as well. And I think that's what we just saw there. Harassed in the pocket, and he throws into double coverage anyway.
He called you laddie?
He called me laddie, and that was the nicest thing he called me.
So they were able to move the ball into the red zone, but they'll wind up coming away with just 3.
Yeah, 32-yarder. That's equal to an extra point nowadays, and those are no problem for an NFL.
He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so well.
Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Double tight, guys, double tight. Alert, alert. 3 down, 3 down. Here we go now. Left, 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 left. Left, 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 left.
Throwing on first down is Bortles. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
The best receivers we know always tease their quarterbacks that, hey, no matter what you do, you cannot overthrow me. Well, guess what? That's exactly what happened on that play. Normally, they time it up pretty well, but on that one, he just overshot him.
So the incomplete pass brings up second down.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. Ready.
On play action, now Bortles. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. A swing pass caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly for 6. And they're able to up the lead by 1 more. Here's Myers now to kick it away. Adoree Jackson on the return. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Watch tight, watch tight. Tight end right, tight end right. One. Three down. One. Hey, check 24.
A first down throw for Mariota. And they get to Mariota here as he's dropped on the sack. Dante Fowler in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year.
That's how we do it.
Final play of the half here, Mariota. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded at the 6. And that should give his guys a spark. He's up all the way to the 44-yard line.
It's the third quarter, and they're down on the scoreboard. And while no one wants to hit the panic button just yet, points are a necessity on this drive. What a great way to get set up.
From the gun, Mariota. And Davis with it left side. A good pickup there, a 22. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Throw taken in by Taylor left side. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down at will.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Working out of the gun, Mariota. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, second down.
A missed opportunity for an interception would have killed off a drive. They had a chance there to finish things off. Didn't get it done. I guess that's why a lot of those guys do not play offense.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. Mariota to throw it. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guy...
And it's caught. Touchdown. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now a play fake here on first down. Escaping the pressure right. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. He was looking to get it to Allen Hurns that time. And it's second down. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
And he's going to be run over, hit hard, as he'll be marked down at the 44-yard line. Offense comes to the line now, first and 10.
Left. Here we go now. Blue 45.
To throw, it's Bortles. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll make it second down.
That's it, baby.
midfield. Here's Bortles. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's brought down. First down, Jacksonville. The passing game looking sharp on this drive for the Jags.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Out of the pistol, the give to Jones. And the play goes nowhere, losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter.
One set, eyes up, one set.
So the D-line's going to spread out.
Left. Big stop, D.
Now Bortles throwing on second down. And he is going to be hit and taken down. Bortles sacked. Jarrell Casey in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. Following the sack, third and long for Bortles and the Jags. Working from the gun, it's Bortles. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's fourth down. And it is good. Oh, that one looked to be in trouble the whole way, but it does get over the bar. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So put another 3 on the board, and all things considered, a good opening drive here to begin the third quarter.
It sure was. I think as a head coach, you're happy to come out and put a little drive together, take the 3 points, and build on your lead.
This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Now this offense about ready to take over again. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
They go play action here on first down. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the others, and that's caught inside the 30. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Mariota now. And incomplete. An excellent play downfield. Should have been picked off, really. But second down instead. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
Here's Mariota. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Bortles to throw on second down. And incomplete. He was looking for his running back, Aaron Jones, that time. And it's 3rd and short.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12. First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
Strong right, strong right, strong right. Green 39, green 39.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now they'll run it on the toss. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Back now in Jacksonville. It's Jaguar football here, and they'll look to extend their lead as we begin quarter number 4.
Tight end to the right, boy, tight end to the right. Here we go now.
Now they'll throw it. Bortles. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he's brought down. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Double tight, double tight. Slow. Green 35.
Defense showing blitz. Now Bortles. And his throw is incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. On second down, it's Jones. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. Down to the 25. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Throwing now is Bortles. Green with a catch left side. First down, Jacksonville. The passing game looking sharp on this drive for the Jags. Well, a clear running situation. Try to take time off the clock. You ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back 18-yard line. It's made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Oh, long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field.
We got three, fellas. We got three. Green.
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5. Up of 13 on the play, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. Here's Myers now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And here now the offense heading back out there. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the end.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. That one goes for 36 yards.
We got three down. Hey, fellas, we got 3. Let's go.
First down, Mariota. And this is caught inside the 15. Give him 30 yards there. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball.
And this will be a touchdown. Marcus Mariota, an 8-yard touchdown run. And his guys are able to close that gap just a bit.
He didn't originally want to run, but he didn't see anything in the passing game, so he scrambled, and wouldn't you know it, he scores a touchdown anyway. It's awfully nice to have a quarterback who can make things happen with his legs.
And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded at the 8. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. Space to maneuver at the 40. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, first down. Fresh set of downs here. They'll try the right side with Jones. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. Three yards to go on second down. And they try the sweep to Jones. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner. And there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. The Jaguars on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 7. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. The Jaguars on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 7. The give is to Jones. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
Here's Brad Nortman now as he'll punt it away for the second time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And look out, a big hit to the shoulder pads took him right off his feet. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. And not great starting field position here for the offense. Mariota to throw. And he can't get away. Mariota goes down, and that is going to be a safety. So that a double whammy. Not only do you have to give away the football, but the 2 points mean this is now a 2-score game.
And 2 doesn't seem like much, does it? But it means everything in this situation, because now they're going to have to look back, and ultimately that might be the play that ends up deciding this game. Now, that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get it to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. Defensively, there's still 3 timeouts. Do you even need to use them at this point?
I think a lot of coaches do it anyway, and it seems like cosmetics to us.
Does it just send a message you're not quitting?
Send a message that you're not quitting. Let your team know you're going to battle all the way.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.